Hey guys, it's February 6th and it's 7:30 right now in the morning, and I just picked up my first load this morning around 5, and finally made it to Weimar, Texas at the staging area at the Loves. Gave my information to the sand coordinator and told me to sit tight, park it until they're ready for me. Again, I'm carrying 100 mesh, 46,500 pounds, and this is my first day back from having about 3 days off. Had Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off to spend some time with my family, celebrate my son's birthday, who turned 3 yesterday. So had a good weekend. So had a lot of fun. We got to take my son to the Fire Station Museum in Midtown, and then to a trampoline park kind of close to the Pearland area of Balboa 8. Huge trampoline park. I mean, it's just a lot of stuff for these kids to do. I mean, it had this little thing for like zip lining, indoor zip lining, you know, a little quick 30-second thing, and little climbing playhouse type deal. Huge place. You got any kids and you live in the Houston area, check out Urban Air of Balboa 8 and 288 area. It's one of their biggest facilities in the Houston area. We have one by our house, but it's not as big as that. But after that, the next day actually, we took him to NASA Space Center. Johnson Space Center, I'm sorry, there it is. Did that. He had a great time. We spent almost 5 hours there, and we still hadn't finished seeing everything. But he had a great weekend, and on Monday we brought cupcakes to him at daycare for him and his friends, and goodie bags for his friends as well. But he had a good weekend. So it was great. I enjoyed the time off with my family. To be able to do something like that, it's just like one of the perks of being an owner-operator, of being able to request off when you need it. And with the company that I'm leased on, I mean, they just said, okay, what days you need off, let us know. And it's a pretty good feeling, you know. Hey, I want Christmas off, or hey, I need Christmas off, these are the days, or I need New Year's Eve, or Valentine's Day, or my son's birthday. It's cool. I like it. You know, coming from company where, like, okay, do you have enough days off, or, well, we really need you this week, you know, or it's too late, you can't request those specific days off, or this portion of the year you cannot request any time off. Like my previous company was like, as soon as November hit, you couldn't request any days off till like maybe mid-January, or it had to be like you had to go to a really higher up, or you had to have been in the company for a long period of time. Guys who've been at the company 10+ years had a better shot of getting that, and not even them would get it all the time. But I'm shutting it down here for right now. Again, this is my first load of the day, first load of this pay period, because pay period started Monday, so today's Tuesday. So try to make up some ground for yesterday. Hopefully we can get some consistent loads this week. Maybe hopefully average 2 a day, hopefully, so we'll see. But Alright guys, it's February 6th. It's a couple of minutes before midnight. I'm on my third load for the day. Looking to break 1,600 today as for this shift. All loads are the same from Crosby to Weimer. During my second load, I was still there around 9 o'clock, just a little before that. I was stationed right next to this other truck that maybe 40 minutes into my unloading time. I was hooked up to the first mover to bin number 2. The truck next to me was bin number 4, but they're parked right next to me. And they had a 10-foot hose with another extension of a 4-foot hose connected to that to get to the truck to mover. Well, right where my gauges are at, about 8 feet to the right of me, is that hose. Now I had a little seat there, right there in front of the gaugers, but luckily at the time I was more towards the first hopper closest to the cap of my truck. I'm there looking at the movers, just looking in that direction towards the back of the trailers, and the guy's hose ruptures. It just starts spraying sand everywhere. Now I ain't gonna go towards the back, so I run the opposite direction towards the cab of his truck, go around that side, and he's just standing there looking to the back, but not paying attention to where the direction of where his hose would be. He's just looking at the movers, or maybe the silo, I don't know. Tap on his back, tell him to cut it. So he turns it off, and they go ahead and disconnect. But there was sand everywhere. I go back to where my seat was, and it is just covered in sand. And you can just see that customer co-workers, or the customer's employees, should I say, is just covered in sand, because he was at the switches moving the sand on the conveyor belt that's underneath the movers. So you see him just like trying to clear out all the sand that he can, but he's just covered. But yeah, eventually that driver gets another hose, another 20. Well, he takes both hoses off and just runs a 20-footer to finish off unloading. 10 minutes later, sand's pouring out of the top, indicating that the bin is full. It's at max. And it just keeps going. He stops it though, and then he just tries to force the rest of the sand in there by lowering the PSI and not blowing so much air. By then I'm wrapping it up, getting ready to get out. Call dispatch, they offer me another load. I said I'll take it. I'll go ahead and take it, because tomorrow, I don't know, I might just get one load. So if I do 3 today and 1 tomorrow, then I'm still averaging 2 a day, so that's where I want it to be, at least. I got the third load loaded, and I'm heading back to Weimer now. Looking to get there probably at around 2 in the morning. So month I was off. So hopefully to make a video on that in English and in Spanish. I got a request to see if I could do something in Spanish. I figure I'd do that because it pretty much goes over the numbers. So looking forward to doing that video. It's going to be a little challenge because I'm not fluent in Spanish. So it's going to be Spanglish. But that's it for now. I'll wrap this video up and send it out. Talk to y'all guys later.